Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter if you'd like to participate in our last show of the year. We go on vacation starting tomorrow, but we're going to have jam-packed shows that have been deemed the best podcasts ever done.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Not just of this show.
No.
You're saying of all time.
I'm saying of all time for
That's
any
awesome.
show. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So award-winning shows. So go ahead and continue to tune in because we'll be here. We'll be here.
What kind of awards did they win?
Oh, all kinds. I can't even go down that road. It would just take far too long, and we had so much to cover today. You know, it really is.
Look at that. We got the tri-box. We got all of us are wearing plaid. How festive.
Cute. But see, I'm wearing Christmas plaid. You hacks, or I don't even know what that is. Whatever.
All right.
It's like farmers.
It's a shirt.
Foresters.
Just a shirt.
Lumberjacks.
Oh, yeah.
I'd go get my lumberjack shirt. Except it's way too warm.
Okay. We also have some gifts.
Yes, we do.
For some reason, somebody sent us 6 bottles of actual real maple syrup. This Vermont maple syrup.
Do you
happy
need
to
a
use
reason?
those.
Wow.
I'm happy to use those.
I'd love to.
Lee Clark sent those to
Just
us.
can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take a little bit.
Diabetes and maple syrup are not necessarily compatible.
Well, I mean, you could take it. So, I mean, like Lee Clark sent them to me.
Yeah.
And I think there's one for you could take. Jeffy and myself. We'll give one to Chris, Noah, and then we'll have Wes and Joe can fight over the 6th one.
All right.
And we can maybe put it on pay-per-view.
We're giving some to the Do people?
I mean,
Were they sent to the Do people?
Okay, Lee Clark in Vermont, he said that I could dispense them as I see fit.
As you see
And
fit.
so
Good.
that's what I was going to do. What do you mean?
I thought I saw the address on the envelope that said Pat and Jeffy, but whatever.
Is that what you saw? Okay. All right. Well.
But also, there's a gift from somebody else here. Oh, this is from Rowdy Introvert.
Yeah, Rowdy Introvert. I don't think
this
he
is really
sells
nice.
this on his website, rowdymade.com.
No way. Rowdy Introvert is a lifelong fan of the Godless Animals?
Boy, truths revealed.
Oh, my God.
Now you don't like him.
I had no idea. Wow. As a lifelong fan of the Godless Animals, you can imagine my pain in purchasing BYU socks. Merry Christmas, Pat from Rowdy. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rowdy. Very cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if he got. Has he mentioned? Did he get the gift I sent him?
Oh yeah, yes. Okay. Oh, he was so grateful. He was so grateful for that. All
right.
The Kexi box, gift box that.
He does a lot of stuff for us.
He is awesome. Yeah.
I got some Missouri Tiger socks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did?
Those are not fat guy socks, though. So thank you. Appreciate it.
How fat are your feet?
Fatter than these socks.
Okay.
Thank you for the Husker socks. I'll be wearing those on the 28th during the game.
I'm going to put these babies on, I think, right after
MIC, baby.
First break we have, because this is awesome. You know, it's been a banner year for BYU sports. You realize what they've done, what they've accomplished this year?
Yeah, I listened to you.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I haven't even mentioned all of
I
it.
thought you were a lifelong fan over there.
Oh, right. Right, with your cougar cap.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
There we go.
what I thought.
Yeah, woo! Go Cougs!
The NFL features some of the most exciting players in all of football. Puka Nacua, Fred Warner, Kyle Van Noy, Taysom Hill. I mean, the list goes on and on. Football team went 10-2 this year during the regular season. In their second season in the Big 12, they tied for the championship in the regular season. BYU basketball signed a top 10 recruiting class last year and this year, including the number 1 pick in the country. The Cougar men and women won the cross-country championships in the Big 12 and the national championships. 7 Cougars, more than any other school, made it to the Olympics this year.
Oh, wow.
Competed in the Olympics.
That's interesting.
7, either former or current. And one of those won a silver medal, of course, in the steeplechase. So,
been a
good year.
Only one of the 7 medaled.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Is that
so
right?
a disappointing season
And you
in Jeffy's eyes.
you skipped over.
We just let that one go, but no.
You skipped over former BYU Cougar Tyler Algier last night having a very long touchdown run called back on
That sucks.
See, I don't understand. Like, and I'll make this very brief. The officials spot the ball. The Falcons rush up to the line, call the play, and Algiers off to the races, and then they blow it dead because the side judge wasn't ready. I'm sorry, don't spot the ball and say it's time to go, Falcons.
That's BS.
That is unconscionable.
Anyway,
that sucks.
At least they won, but whatever.
They did still win?
Yes.
Who'd
and
they
the
play?
NFL has a lot of female side judges.
To quote Jeff Fisher,
don't worry about
who the Falcons beat. It took a former
they played the Sisters of the Poor.
That's pretty much who they played.
That's exactly right. Las Vegas Raiders with former Falcon quarterback Desmond Ridder at the helm.
Oh.
15-9. It was a barn burner, Pat.
Wow.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is done. I'm sorry.
Dang.
Man, he is. I don't know what his deal is, man.
He can't move, man. He cannot move in the pocket.
And it's sad, isn't it? Because he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
Everybody fell in love with him.
Fire at the beginning of this season.
I know. And everybody loved him because of the series, The Quarterback.
Yeah, he came across great.
So
Found
great.
new love for him.
By far the best, right? Out of all, I think they did 4 quarterbacks they featured.
It was just fascinating. He's got a fascinating life, and he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
He'll make a good coach.
Right.
Nobody knew that about him, which was great.
Right. I mean, how would you if you've never met him in person?
Correct.
That's a fair point.
Another gift that you did not acknowledge.
Another gift, bro.
The oranges. What the heck?
Oh, well, because I took them into my office because they're going to be transported to my home.
So
from
oranges.
Chris,
yeah.
I got Mandarin oranges.
The best Mandarin oranges I found.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't need any thanks, though.
Did you sample all of them when you went from store to store? How do you know?
I did. Because me and Pat have this thing about fruits not tasting how they're supposed to taste.
Yeah. Yes, right.
So I've been going to most of the Keller area trying to track down good fruit. And so far, these are the best Mandarin oranges.
Well, good.
So far.
Good.
We're still
So
on
far.
the hunt.
You need to maybe make your way out of Keller and
Perhaps there's an idea.
check out South Lake maybe or Grapevine because they do have stores in those locations as well.
And I have breakfast cooking for you guys. It's cooking as we speak.
Really?
We got some quiche, some kolaches, and some deviled eggs.
Bro.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm hungry. Can we break early?
The kolaches will be good. They're hot dogs.
Did you just
in
say
pastry.
nasty? You didn't say thank you. You said nasty.
I said, okay, thank you.
Quiche. Yeah, quiche. I'll agree.
Deviled eggs?
I like them. I love deviled eggs. I love kolaches. I love deviled eggs.
Well, I just
thank you, Chris.
Saw a meme the other day.
Welcome.
I looked the devil in his eyes and I said, I love your eggs.
What was that from?
There's a meme out there. Yeah.
The internet.
Hey, Chris,
That's really funny.
Chris, thank you for breakfast. I'm grateful.
Yeah, me too.
Merry Christmas.
Me too.
I don't know what we're grateful for. There's nothing in front of us.
Wow.
I mean,
This guy.
Well, I made you breakfast. Where?
He inspires you, doesn't he, to do more nice things for him?
Yes.
You just you want to do all kinds of great things
don't
for
you?
this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
All right, let me tell you about the new movie that starts on Friday. It is called Homestead, and if you're looking for an intense and heartfelt movie experience, this movie is it. There's a gripping drama of a nuclear blast in Los Angeles, and that throws the country into chaos, which is exactly what would happen. So this is fantastic. It's from Angel Studios, and again, it starts on Friday. It's a powerful story that'll have you on the edge of your seat. In the aftermath of the disaster, an ex-Green Beret finds refuge in a prepper community. And amid the tension and survival challenges, love blossoms, hidden truths come to light, and a tight-knit community learns what it really takes to endure. Homestead dives into deep human resilience and morality while delivering incredible action and emotional depth. Get ready for a wild ride. It's filled with twists, tough choices, unforgettable moments. Don't miss Homestead. It's in theaters starting this Friday. You can pre-order your tickets right now at angel.com/unleashed.
Now, more of Pat Gray Unleashed.
Speaking of movies, apparently there's a new Hallmark Christmas movie featuring Jill Biden and Donald Trump.
Isn't that something? Yeah, look at
that's
this.
great. This should be fun.
This is a good meme here. Let's see. Can you read that? It's cut off at the top. Yeah, you got
He was a bad boy felon who turned his life around. She was a doctor whose husband was suffering dementia. This Christmas, only on Hallmark. The Lady and the Trump.
Look at that. That's awesome. They're sitting there next to each other in France.
Cute. That's adorable.
I mean, that could be just the whole movie right there.
Right.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, she's looking at him like, boy, you are a million times more than my husband
a real
ever was.
man who has a real brain.
100%.
So great. Also, yesterday, Donald Trump held a press conference at Mar-a-Lago, and it was well over an hour.
He just goes. He just goes.
Man, it's been a while since he's had a full-fledged press conference, and so he really made up for lost time yesterday. Will he preemptively strike Iran? Was brought up.
It's something else.
Are you entertaining the idea of preemptive strikes against Iran's nuclear facilities?
Against who?
Against Iran's nuclear.
Well, I can't tell you that.
What are you
I mean, it's a
talking
wonderful
about?
question, but how can I? Am I going to do preemptive strikes? Why would I say that? Can you imagine?
No.
If I said yes or no, you'd say that was strange that he answered that question. Am I going to do preemptive strikes on Iran? Is that a serious question? How could I answer a question like that?
Well, you can't. You can't.
Say it.
Would you be in support of Israeli strikes on Iran?
How could I tell you a thing like that?
Are you stupid?
So
Again.
you don't talk about that before something may or may not happen. You know, just I don't
That's
want
great.
I don't want to insult you. I just think it's just not something that I would ever answer, having to do with there or any other place in the world.
I don't want to insult
good
you,
stuff.
but I'm about to.
Yeah.
You're a dumbass.
I'm about to.
That's really good stuff. He has shared with us the fact that he is going to deport illegal aliens. So that much he's willing to tell us, because that doesn't affect our national security, except in a positive way. But here he is on deporting illegals.
With in terms of your mass deportation plans, have you had any preliminary discussions with countries like Venezuela, from where the Trinidad Aragua gang is now popping up?
They'll
across the
take them
country?
back.
They're going to take them back.
They're all
Darn right
taking
they
them
will.
back. Yep.
Yep.
And if they don't, they'll
Yeah.
be met very harshly economically. Okay, they'll all take
Okay.
them back. You know, Venezuela and other countries were not behaving very well with us during my administration,
right.
and within 24 hours they were behaving very well. They'll all take them back.
I love that. And I'm surprised he didn't use this line again, because I mean it's such a good line. But that's where he was saying, buckle up, because they're coming.
Yeah, good stuff.
I love it.
It's going to be so refreshing to have him back.
And that's the thing. The press, regardless of their politics, which we know is 90 whatever percent liberal, this is like an oasis in the desert, getting a president that will
access
answer
and
these
just
questions.
stand there and talk to them.
Yes.
Yes.
And give them something to talk about.
Because
too.
that's the thing. Either Biden was hiding for months at a time, and then when he came out there, it was the most incoherent stuff you've ever heard. They're like, how do I write a story like about this? So they're obviously loving this.
Here's the incoming president on the current president selling off parts of our border wall.
Oh, boy.
But now we ordered an additional 200 miles of wall. It's very expensive, and now it's about double the price of what it would have been 6 years ago. And the administration is trying to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar, knowing that we're getting ready to put it up. And what they're doing is really an act. It's almost a criminal act.
You're darn right it is.
They know we're going to use it.
It's not
And
almost. It
If we don't
is
have
a
it,
criminal
we're gonna
act.
have to rebuild it, and it'll cost double what it cost years ago, and that's hundreds of millions of dollars, because you're talking about a lot of wall. I built much more than I said I was going to build, but then after it was built, I said, we can do some more, because it sort of like water
don't measure
will
that.
flow through, and that will pretty much really take care of it. And what happened is they just, as you see, they're trying to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar, and that's really. That has nothing to do with a smooth transition. That has to do with
Treason?
people really trying to stop our nation.
Yes.
And all it means
right.
really is that we're going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars more, not even talking about the time. Time would be pretty long, but we'll spend hundreds of millions of dollars more on building the same wall that we already have.
It's despicable.
It sure is.
There is.
And again, there's no almost about a criminal act. It is a criminal act. You're trying to harm the efforts of the incoming president. You're working against the country. It is treason. It's treason.
Yes. Period. You're right.
Yep. And it's despicable. And yet he thinks he can get away with it, I guess.
But we
It's
heard
amazing.
that our boy here in Texas has got $1 billion in his pocket, and he's going to spend it and give it to Donald Trump. So we're good.
Dan Patrick is going. He's got $1 billion.
Got
in
$1
his
billion
pocket.
in his pocket.
Wait, hold on. Whose billion again is
You
this?
know what? Don't worry about where he got the $1 billion.
It was donated.
Asset forfeiture is where he got the $1 billion.
Okay. I seriously, I don't know where that money is. That from our rainy day fund? Is that?
I don't
didn't
think
say.
he specified.
It's in his pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Understood.
Right.
Understood. Don't ask questions, Keith.
Apparently, he's doing really well with his radio station in
Guess
Houston.
so.
now.
Yeah. Ad prices just went up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they did. All right. Here's Donald Trump on Luigi and Mario. Does he talk about Mario too? Or
I
just
don't know,
Luigi?
but he does talk about Luigi.
Oh, I didn't send that clip in.
United Healthcare shooting, the
I think
shooting of the
it's
CEO.
terrible.
In New York. Can you give us your thoughts about that? And what do you make of
Well,
the
I
reaction
think it's
around the
terrible.
suspected shooter? Does that tell you anything about how people
I think
about
it's a
healthcare?
terrible thing. I think it's really terrible
Calm
that
down.
some people seem to admire him, like him. And I was happy to see that it wasn't specific to this gentleman that was killed. It's just an overall sickness as opposed to a specific sickness. That was a terrible thing. It was cold-blooded, just a cold-blooded, horrible killing. And how people can like this guy is that's a sickness, actually. That's really very bad, especially the way it was done. It was so bad, right in the back. And very bad, very thing like that. You can't believe that some people, and maybe it's fake news. I don't know. It's hard to believe that can even be thought of. But
It is.
It seems that there's a certain appetite for him. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Boy, and I saw somebody pointed out. It's a good point. Boy, the left isn't crying about gun control the way we
they are
anticipated they would after this, because apparently class warfare
That's fine.
trumps gun control
Yes.
for the left.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, and then apparently the
is.
threats have been received by the to the CEO of the backpack manufacturer, because he gave the police a tip like, "Hey, that's our I think it was like a high-end backpack," and people were like, "You snitch! How dare you out this guy?" And I mean, it's just out of control. Now we've got these damn religious candles featuring Luigi's face on it. I mean, these things are
It's
atrocious.
amazing how they deify these criminals.
This
It's unbelievable. Look
is
at that.
not grotesque?
Oh my God. Well, it's sacrilegious. It's
Yeah, absolutely. Look at
blasphemy. It's pathetic.
Don't you have one with
Luigi, like
a doctor's face on it?
yeah, because
I don't know
He's
if you
a
were aware of
religious-
this. I didn't.
he's a religious figure, Jeff Fisher.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's the
Also, I didn't make that.
He's the Archbishop.
I
of
know, but
D.C.
Wow,
what was his
Fisher.
name? What's his name again?
Fauci?
Fauci. What's his
Oh.
name? His title, Pat.
Saint Dr. Saint Fauci
of DCC. Where did it go? Oh my gosh! Did it?
wait, what?
Somebody
Yeah.
stole our religious icon.
Are you kidding me?
Plus, I don't think it's depicting the Savior, right? It's just like a pope or a saint
Is it under the
kind of
bust of George
That's
Washington
fine.
or
Goodness,
no?
man. Somebody came in and hoarded
Is it this right here?
Oh, right here. Oh, it's upside down.
Oh, shoo.
See who? Proper. All right.
I thought we were going to have
There
to
he is.
launch an
There he is.
investigation.
It wouldn't
Saint
be the first time something got stolen.
Saint
from
Fauci of DCC.
There he
Yeah,
is.
there it is.
There's the SOB.
Right
There
there.
it is.
I can't stand
Right
this
there.
guy. Oh, I almost want to just drop this on the floor. Just let it crack.
So good.
Anyway, somebody sent this to.
Yeah.
Oh no, that touched a nerve with Jeffy. I can't stand this guy.
Well, he's gonna skate. We all know that.
Yes.
And he's not gonna pay for his crimes against humanity.
Do they ever?
And there were crimes against humanity.
Luigi's going to, though.
Yes.
Luigi will pay for his.
Yes, he will. I mean, so many don't want him to. It's unconscionable. What's happened to our country that we just don't value human life at all anymore?
Well, we value human life, just not those people.
Yeah. Anybody who disagrees with you on anything, we don't value them. Or if they might be inconvenient at the time, like, an unborn baby, then we don't value them either. And don't even worry about it. All right. Did you wait a minute? Hang on a second. Okay. Did you know that you can open a gold IRA with Birch Gold Group right now and get free silver coins shipped directly to you.
Nice.
Right to your home. It's a fantastic offering from Birch Gold. So please, by all that is holy, get yours while they can. Okay. Do you have the printed script? Because I don't want to get this wrong. So let me come back to this. We've got technical issues going on, which is perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Well,
I mean, it couldn't last until, I don't know, the end of the show today, and then it doesn't have to work again until January.
Right. It can go on vacation when we do, and not before.
But I don't want to miss their incredible offer, and there's certain things that I can't do by memory here, so we'll do that in a second. Trump is already making deals with SoftBank CEO Masayoshi-son.
Oh, this is good. Watch this, man. He's awesome. This Japan guy.
And we were discussing, and President Trump said, Masa, double down is not enough. Maybe, go for more, right?
More than $1 billion. Invest more than
Ask him right now. Would you make it $200 billion? He said. He can actually, believe it or not, he can actually afford to do that.
What are you laughing at?
Well,
dude.
My promise is 100, but he's now asking to do more. I think with your leadership, my partnership with you, with your support, I will try to make it happen.
Listen to that.
There you go.
All right,
200. He'll make it happen.
Oh my God.
200 billion investment.
He is a great negotiator.
So at least 100 billion.
Guy and did an unbelievable job, and the people of Japan and all over the world are very proud of him. They have tremendous respect for him. So what he does, what he just did, and I would be surprised if it didn't go to 2. When you say you'll try, I know you'll do it.
I will really try. And I need your support, though.
You'll have my support.
All right.
You'll have our country's support.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you, Massa, very
fantastic.
Look at this, man.
Thank
you.
you.
You want to say hello to the people of Japan who are all...
I mean, this is, in real time, we saw an awesome deal for our country. Went from a $100 billion investment to a $200 billion investment because he put him on the spot in a nice way. That was awesome. That was great.
This is going to help with foreign relations.
It sure is.
So much.
Sure is.
Rather than, a brain-dead corpse trying to interact with these people.
Yeah.
You've got somebody with charisma, somebody who still has energetic force, somebody who loves America, and is going to insist on you treating America with respect. I mean, this is going to be incredible for us. And I can't wait till the 20th.
And do you think that anybody would doubt Donald Trump when he says, you have my support, you have our country's support? I mean, and that handshake there, you think, that means something compared to what we have now.
That's for sure.
No question about it. All right, let me tell you about Birch Gold now. You can open a gold IRA with Birch Gold Group and get a free silver coin shipped directly to your home.
Okay, so we can still get the silver coin.
You still get the silver coin.
All right, good.
Yeah, because it's the most wonderful time of the year, right? Okay. It's the time of the year when Birch Gold gives away free silver American Eagle coins for every $5,000 purchased. And here's the best part. You don't have to pay a penny out of your pocket. By December 20th, so Friday, just convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in precious metals, and Birch Gold will send your free silver coins directly to your home. Now, you might be thinking, why do I need to diversify into gold? My guy's headed to D.C. Everything's going to be fine. Well, the fact is, an administration tried to put a dent into a $36 trillion national debt in just 4 years. It's like a field mouse trying to stop a freight train. It's impossible. We can't even afford to pay the interest on our debt, let alone the principal. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Take action right now to protect your savings. Text the word PAT to 989898 and get a free info kit on gold and claim your eligibility for free silver on your purchase from Birch Gold. But you got to do this by this coming Friday. So text PAT to the number 989898 and get some peace of mind that will last longer than 4 years.
Pat Gray Unleashed now continues.
All right, with one lawsuit settled with ABC, I guess we're talking about about suing CBS now.
Yeah, so that's
fun.
That's a clip we have. A clip we don't have today is he's talking about suing the Des Moines Register for election interference.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
So, but yeah, this is the CBS one. Yeah.
One on 60 Minutes, you know about that, where they took Kamala's answer, which was a crazy answer, a horrible answer, and they took the whole answer out and they replaced it with something else she said later on in the interview, which wasn't a great answer, but it wasn't like the first one. The first was grossly incompetent. It was weird. And that was fraud and election interference by their news magazine, a big part of CBS News.
Yeah. That's great.
Yep.
That's great. To the left, though, this is going to be settling scores, right? We're going to hear about that.
Yes.
This is retribution against his enemies. We told you this was coming, blah, 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 blah. Can't wait to hear it.
It's justice is what it is.
But, this drone thing is spreading all over the country now. Have you seen? I mean, they've got sightings of drones everywhere. We got them here? Really? I don't know that
Texas,
I've heard about it.
Yes.
In Dallas or?
No, not in Dallas, but there's video now shows drones in Texas.
Okay, well, we know there's drones here, but are they weird?
Are they these drones?
Are they SUV sized?
They're not the drones you're looking for.
Yeah, that's right.
But all the way from San Diego to the East Coast, now people have been spotting these drones. So who knows what's going on? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's... Okay.
You think we'll know before we come back January 6th?
Will we know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean...
Doubt it.
It's embarrassing.
It is.
It's embarrassing.
It is. Even spotted near Hill Air Force Base in Utah. Came very close to that base. They said they're taking all necessary precautions and nothing was in danger, but who knows?
They're not being shot out of the sky.
Why haven't you shot them out of the sky?
Yeah.
Well,
they can't come near military bases.
What's his face? Mr. Impeach Alejandros was saying that they weren't breaking the law, right? He was trying to make the case that
if it gets near a base, they are.
Law. Right.
Yeah. If you come anywhere near a military
they come
base,
after you for flying
it's got to go
in airspace here.
Yeah. So that doesn't hold any water. Well, they haven't broken any law. If they've come anywhere near a military installation, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
And they need to be shot down. But here's Trump on the drone situation.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from.
Oh, boy.
If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went.
Right.
And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows.
Yes.
And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
You should know
they're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
That's a great question right there.
He didn't answer either.
So that's a yes,
that
right?
Means yes.
That's a yes, right?
Because that's what we've been asking in this room for the last few days. It's like, surely if they're keeping something from Trump during this transition.
But this is exactly what we've been saying. Of course they know. Of course the military knows exactly what's going on here.
And if they don't,
well, we're in real trouble
holy cow.
if they don't. Yeah. But there's absolutely no way they don't know what's going on.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that they don't know.
And he's so right, because at this point, you'd be a lot better off just telling us what the deal is. I mean, in a general way. We don't need specifics. We don't know details. We don't need for national security to be compromised. Just tell us, these are our drones. And we're looking for something. I don't know, whatever the case may be, just give us a general idea so people don't start shooting at them because they're going to.
Yep.
Right.
We don't need hysteria. We just need to know that you guys have this under control.
Man, in Texas, you wouldn't have any more drones.
Let's go.
They would all be down.
Let's go.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, we're going to get into the Fat Five here in a second. About 60 of those seconds. But first, a mysterious illness dubbed Disease X is spreading in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yep. And it has experts on high alert. So far, there have been over 400 cases reported with 34 confirmed deaths. But estimates suggest the number could be as high as 150. The World Health Organization's already sent a team of scientists to investigate, warning that the disease could be airborne and similar to COVID-19. Jeez. One thing after another, isn't it? But here's the thing. It's a wake-up call for us. You don't have to wait for something to hit close to home to start preparing. Just know that this stuff can spread like wildfire, and you can have access to medication right now. The Jace case offers peace of mind by ensuring you and your family have access to essential medications when you need them most. Jace case is an emergency medication kit containing 5 life-saving antibiotics that treat the most common and deadly bacterial infections. With one simple online evaluation, you'll have a doctor-created, pharmacy-delivered solution personalized for you. Plus, you can customize your kit, too, with add-ons like ivermectin, EpiPens, and a lot more to fit your needs. Be prepared for the unexpected. Go to jace.com, use the promo code PAT at checkout to get a discount on your order. Promo code PAT, PAT, at JASE, jace.com.
Pat Gray is unleashed.
And now here's Jeffy with the Fat Five this morning.
Awesome. Just a heads up, winter in the Northern Hemisphere officially starts Saturday. This coming Saturday, the 21st of December, and then you have to wait until March for spring. So just going to have to live with winter now. Stanley Cup mugs are being recalled. Not all of them. Just about 2.6 million of them. They were sold at Amazon, Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods,
mugs?
Target, all the other. What's that?
You said Stanley Cup mugs or Stanley mugs?
Stanley Cup mugs.
I don't appreciate them stealing that name from the NHL.
Did they, though? Is it just Stanley mugs?
It's Stanley.
Okay.
Thank you, Pat.
You're welcome.
Thank you for using your position.
Who cares? Heaven forbid we say something awful about hockey.
That's just not right.
Lord Stanley. The recall mugs were sold between June of 2016 and December of 2024. The Stanley is voluntarily recalling the 2 of its most popular products, which you saw on the screen there, because of a burn hazard. Oh. So the 2 products are the Switchback and the Trigger Action travel mugs.
Burn hazard?
Yes.
What can they burn? What are they? I don't understand.
One moment, please.
All right. Okay.
The mugs are being recalled because it is found that the threads on the lids could shrink when exposed to torque and heat.
Oh, wow.
If the threads shrink, the lid could detach during use, causing burns if the mugs contain hot liquid at the time.
Okay.
Ooh, speaking of burns, man, have you eaten these kolaches yet? Boy, they are hot.
No, mine are really hot.
Very hot.
Yeah, they're delicious, though.
They are.
They look good. Look like they were overcooked a little, but that's fine. I mean, they're hot, though. It's good. I'm okay with them being overcooked a little.
Thank you, Chris.
I like them. I like them extra crispy like that. So there's 91 worldwide reports of mugs lids detaching during use. 16 of those came from the U.S. Stanley said they'd received reports of 38 burn injuries across the globe.
Oh. Wow, really?
Yeah.
Not good.
Phew. That's not good.
Be careful.
Yeah.
If you want to be careful, if you want to think that maybe you could, milk Stanley for a couple of bucks.
Oh, they got money.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! Ow! So it's the Switchback 12 ounces and 16 ounces, the Trigger Action 12 ounces, 16 ounces, and 20 ounces. You should immediately stop using the mug, and you can contact Stanley to register for your free replacement lid.
Does seem like Stanley's the new big thing, right?
Oh, man.
Over Yeti.
I'm not sure how many they sell a year. Like, this is 2.6 million they're recalling. I'm not sure how many they sell in a year, but I was looking at their revenue.
Yeah.
And from in 2019, it was $73 million. In 2020, it was $94 million. In 2021, it was $194 million. I mean, they just keep.
That's nice growth.
Yes.
Wow.
Really nice growth.
Jeez.
It is the new thing.
Yeah.
It is the new thing.
Are they as good as Yetis? I've never used one.
I guess. Sure.
So I don't know, but the Yeti is.
Yetis are awesome. Yeah.
These things function quite well. And, I mean, this one's old. Look at, all the
and they had a big
words are off of it now.
They had a big resurgence. Remember the car that burned and they found the Stanley in it, that the ice was still there?
Yeah, that's the thing.
The world went crazy. He got the person a new car and new Stanley mugs. And,
cool.
it was a big deal. Mm-hmm. It was a big deal. So, yeah, their growth is huge.
Yeah.
And again, they're duking it out with Yeti, no question.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doubled in growth.
Yeah,
in
more than
3
that.
or 4 years. Yeah. Huge.
Mm-hmm. It's impressive.
Last week we had 82-year-old Senator Mitch McConnell tripping and falling, spraining his wrist, and leaving a cut on his face.
Oopsie daisies.
How's his show?
This past weekend, 84-year-old Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi, traveling with a congressional delegation for the 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge. And who doesn't want to? Now that's a party.
Sure is.
When you're going over to
with Nancy, you bet.
When you're going over to Luxembourg. Now they say that she fell after this. This was the picture. This was the group photo of all the people there.
So she's holding on for dear life.
Yeah, and she fell down some marble stairs. Ooh. Reports were that it was a hard fall.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like she had surgery, right?
And
she must have broken her hip.
Yes, she did.
Because they replaced
she
it,
did.
right?
They flew her to the Landstuhl Army Base, and they gave her a hip replacement.
Wow.
And so I don't know when she's coming home. I don't know when they're flying the old Nancy back. I'm sure Paul is worried. He might be over there. Who knows? I don't know if Paul could. I guess he can fly with his head injury. I don't know.
Well,
and everything comes in threes. So you know who's next?
Who's next?
I think you already know the answer to that question.
Joseph Robinette Biden.
Bingo.
Okay.
Number 3.
He's so spry, I can't imagine it.
I know.
I
know that you were wondering if Paul had showed up in Germany or not.
No,
I don't know
he's
if
still walking up the stairs.
Thank you.
I think. Yeah. Hear him? Yeah. Still trying to get to the next level of his house.
There.
Wait. He wants to go to Germany? Why is he walking up the stairs? Shouldn't he be leaving?
Should be.
He should be, but he's still,
he's still trying to get up to the second
brain
floor.
damage from the hammer.
I see. Oh,
too soon?
No, never.
It's only been a couple of years?
No. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Keep moving.
Remember to, as long as you keep climbing stairs, Paul, remember to subscribe to my daily show, Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. It's available wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay.
Rated review where you can. And a public health breakthrough. U.S. obesity rates have decreased for the first time in more than a decade.
Wow.
New weight loss medications potentially playing a role in the turnaround, according to the study. It's the first time since the early 2000s that there has been a downturn in obesity rates. The study published last week in JAMA Health Forum, and man, do I love the JAMA Health Forum. They analyzed health records of more than 15 million adults. Women and older adults, ages 65 to 75, showed the most significant improvements. The CDC states, sustainable weight management requires a balanced approach, eating healthier, eating habits, and regular exercise, blah, 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 blah. Adults with obesity, now this is a big deal. We dropped, almost to zero. We went from 46% in 2022 to 45.6% in 2023.
Okay.
You talk about skinny minis.
Yeah.
It's almost zero.
Right.
The battle against obesity is being won.
Awesome.
But it's a drop. That's what they're all crazy. It's a drop.
Yeah.
And, something that may or may not be helping in that drop is today's sponsor of the Fat Five, Kexi Cookies. Simply the best cookies on the planet. Kexi.com.
Fortunately, calorie free.
Oh, no, there you go.
I'm pretty sure.
There you go. It's not on my.
Yeah, I
that's
can't
not on my
guarantee
copy
that.
here. It doesn't say.
Pretty sure.
Calorie free. Yeah. Okay.
Also, if you procrastinated, you waited till the last minute. That's not a problem because today for procrastinators, because I am the world's foremost procrastinator. So today you get 10% off any of our cookie boxes for the rest of the day. Okay, this is the final day of our 10% off sale for your procrastination special. And if you order before 3 p.m., your order will most likely ship out today. UPS ground, if it goes UPS ground, we can't guarantee arrival by Christmas, but 3-day select should get there if you order by the 17th. 2 second-day air by the 18th, and next-day air you can order by the 19th. But 10% off today at Kexi.com.
That's most important. Let's not bog people down with UPS air and ground. And
you'll get the cookies.
Mules or whatever.
And they're
just
delicious.
order the cookies.
And you'll save 10% today.
And then they're on the way.
Right.
All right?
Exactly.
They'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Calm down. Kexi.com.
Right.
Yeah. And then it doesn't say this in my copy, but apparently they're calorie-free.
Apparently. I mean, I can't guarantee that either, but... You know, I've heard.
What are you guaranteeing?
Somebody said. Well,
10%
I'm guaranteeing 10% off. Yes,
okay.
And they are delicious. Those are guarantees.
Just think how many Kexi cookies you could buy if you won the lotto.
Oh boy!
I mean,
how much is it
tonight? Mega is $740 million. 342.9 cash payout. You could buy a couple of boxes of Kexi with that.
Yeah.
Taxes though.
Ugh. Yeah, taxes. Okay, so one box.
Government didn't do anything.
Yeah, the Powerball. That's like $69 million now. So I mean, it's getting there. It's
not even worth playing.
Not really, though.
Not even worth it.
Not really.
Nice.
No. Congratulations in order to Travis Hunter, who won the 2024 Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
Beat out Ashton Genty from Boise State, Dylan Gabriel from Oregon, and Cam Ward from Miami.
Hard to give that to anybody but Genty.
That's
incredible. Yeah, but Hunter, first team All-American on offense as a wide receiver and defense.
Yeah, both ways. Awesome.
Incredible.
That maybe has happened before, but I'm not aware of it if it has. Isn't that? I mean, that's incredible.
Did Woodson have both from Michigan? Because he's the last
he was a kick returner,
two-way player.
Right?
I don't know. Anyway, but I mean, he was awesome.
Yeah,
but
he was.
I don't know that he won All-American on both sides.
Yeah, incredible.
And he and his All-American with his Heisman Trophy will be playing your BYU Cougars.
Yes.
The Big 12 championship game should have been.
Yeah, right.
Saturday. Yeah, that's
and the Colorado Buffaloes will be losing that game. That's the good thing about it.
I watched that Nebraska tape. Get some hints.
Yes.
They destroyed
Nebraska beat them 28-10.
Yeah, they were 28-0 at halftime.
Nice.
We don't have a lot to hang
I want that to happen.
Me too.
I want that to happen.
Are you saying you don't have faith?
Oh.
Wow.
After the last few games.
Their last game was fine.
BYU.
I mean, not fine, but it was better. I mean,
so you're 11-2 now, right?
We're going to be after this game. Yes.
Oh, that's right. You're 10-2. Duh.
Yes, we're 10-2.
Yeah. Got it.
Yep.
I'm starting giving them extra wins now. All of a sudden.
But it's a.
We're about to get our 11th win of the season.
Got it.
All right.
Got it. Yeah.
I mean, the same day Nebraska plays.
Yeah, we played 11 a.m. Central.
Right.
On the 28th.
The 28th against the mighty
BYU
Boston College.
Plays that night. So
yeah,
a lot of football associated with this show. When's Missouri? What's the date of Missouri?
December 30th. December 30th at the Music City Bowl against Iowa. And then we have the playoffs starting this weekend,
destroy
too.
them. Please destroy Iowa.
I know. I want to bad. Believe me. I want to bad.
We want you to.
The last time we played Iowa, and I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
In a bowl game. It was.
Oh, no.
We lost in the last seconds.
Oh, no.
That was Elvis's last bowl game.
No.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He got hurt the next spring.
He was in college for what, about 12 years now?
Yes. Yes, he was in college for 12 years.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the first college player that had the 6 years. Everybody else said now that COVID has got 6 or 7 years.
I remember.
Elvis was the first one, the 6-year problem.
That's right. I remember hashtag 6-year problems.
Yeah, he was there. I mean, they still have a big picture of my daughter when we went to his. We went to, I think it was the homecoming game or maybe his senior day game in Missouri. She had the sign that said, "I've been alive as long as Elvis has played at Mizzou." They had her the picture in the newspapers. Everything was awesome.
That is awesome. Very cool.
Anyway, so Friday the playoff games start. You saw the brackets up there. So we have Notre Dame and Indiana Friday night, and then Texas, Clemson, and Ohio State, Tennessee.
It'll be fun.
Saturday.
Yeah.
It will be, man. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
It will be. But
it's
of course, we all know it's disappointing. Yeah, should have been BYU in that
Missouri.
bracket.
Oh, sorry. What?
Dang it! Missouri lost three games. Yeah, you can't get there with 3. Even Alabama couldn't get there with 3. They almost did.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
I know that was disappointing. They should have. I know.
Can you get there with 6?
I mean, next year.
One day,
go big
one
red.
day you'll be able to.
I mean, look at what they just. Who was it that had their bowl game canceled, and then they got another team, right?
I didn't see that.
West Virginia. I think it was West Virginia. Maybe they
had
were
their bowl
to,
game canceled.
Yeah, there was Marshall fired the Marshall's head coach went to a new team, and 25 team players went into the portal. So they dropped out of the bowl game they were supposed to be in.
So they
really
and now they've just put Jacksonville.
Is it Jacksonville State?
I don't think it's Jacksonville State. Anyway, they put another team in.
So
its
Marshall
place.
withdrew from the Independence Bowl after a coaching change resulted in much of its roster jumping into the transfer
At least
portal.
25
Holy
players
cow.
went in the portal.
They
Yeah.
were going to play Army, and so now you're saying Army's got to play somebody
Army's
else?
going to play somebody else. Yeah, they already gave them a new contestant.
You believe Army got beat by Navy this year? They were undefeated almost all season, lose only to Notre Dame, and then they get blown out by Navy.
It was incredible.
Yeah, and
Navy was not going to lose that game.
No,
man. I watched a lot of that game.
Yeah.
There's no way Navy was losing that game, and I don't know. It was just weird because everybody thought Army was going to win.
Yeah.
No question. Now, next year it's going to be fun, though, because we got, Belichick at North Carolina.
Yep.
Rich Rodriguez is back at West Virginia. And we found out yesterday that Sacramento State, who is planning to move to the FBS, they're building a new stadium.
I didn't know that. Are they really?
Building a new stadium, $50 million in NIL. They're in discussions with former NFL quarterback Mike Vick to be their head coach.
That's so awesome.
Wow. Michael Vick is going to be the coach at Sac State?
That's what they're saying right now.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
By the way, it's Louisiana Tech replacing Marshall.
Okay, Louisiana Tech, yeah. I watched that Jacksonville bowl game the other night. That was a good game. Anyway, that's why I was thinking of Jacksonville. That's the Fat Five today.
All right. Fabulous.
Good
Boys,
luck
did you eat your breakfast? Because I got dessert.
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry, I got to clean my plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little kick to these, huh?
Oh, yeah, a little bit jalapeno in there.
Oh, no, I'm good.
You don't like jalapeno?
I can't take anything, man, when it's spicy. Sorry.
Is that right?
All right. I mean, is there anything else you can complain about with free food?
I didn't complain.
We ask for the breakfast
I didn't
buffet every
complain.
day. Somebody brings us one, and you can do nothing but complain.
I didn't complain.
You've been complaining the whole time.
What did Rowdy Introvert say? Read the note from him on your
don't
socks.
have it right now.
Something like, can you find something to complain about with these? And
of course.
You did.
And yes, he can.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here.
Yep.
On the Blaze Radio Network.
And so are you. And thanks for doing it. Thanks for being here with us. 888-900-3393, Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Electric Boogaloo tweets, the decrease in obesity is most likely attributable to not being able to afford groceries.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
That is a good point.
Yeah. If you can't afford food, you're going to lose a little weight.
Yeah.
So congratulations, America. Gen X kid, drones being flown without line of sight observance by the operator is a violation of law without an FAA waiver. And if their origin is unknown, then there's obviously no waiver. Mayorkas proves again why he was impeached.
Yes.
Those are good facts. Fury and Energy, Stanley recalls. First world problem.
Yeah, no
That's
doubt.
for sure, yeah. Hey, our
You're
thing
not
that-
thinking it's a first world problem if your lips are burning off because of the seal.
Yeah, right. But when you've got a problem with your giant container that keeps ice frozen for 24 hours or 48 hours, that's a big concern, that's first world, right?
Everything's
First world.
relative.
It is.
This is America, damn it.
Thank you.
From Toasty Mitts, is Jeffy in a bad mood this morning? I think he should sing a Christmas carol to help lift his spirits.
Oh.
Perhaps a verse of Joy to the World in the key of D?
Ooh.
Or maybe Go Tell It on the Mountain in whatever key this is in?
Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere I go. Tell it on the mountain. that Jesus Christ is born.
They're right, that worked.
Is that better?
They're right, that worked.
Yeah, okay, good. What key was that in? Anybody know the key there?
D minor.
I'm not.
That was a
okay.
gray key.
J.
It's the key of J? All right. Why not?
Don't look at me.
The key of J.
I ran out of. Was trying to get as far away from A, B, C, and D as possible.
All right. So let me tell you about Miracle Made. Traditional bed sheets can harbor bacteria. More bacteria than a toilet seat. I really hate that stat. It's really nasty.
It is nasty.
Isn't it?
I don't want to believe that. I choose not to believe that stat.
I know.
That's why we all have Miracle Made sheets.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly, because they're antibacterial. Their sheets, pillowcases, and comforters prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth. So that means cleaner, fresher sleep with up to 3 times less laundry. Fantastic. Plus, they're self-cooling. It's inspired by NASA, this technology. Miracle Made uses silver-infused thermo-regulating fabrics to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, no matter what the weather is outside. Better temperature, better sleep. Second, they're, again, self-cleaning. So the silver-infused fabric fights off bacterial growth. So your sheets stay clean and odor-free 3 times longer than traditional bedding. You don't have to wash them all the time. They're fantastic and so luxuriously soft. They're like 5-star hotel sheets, but without the hefty price tag. Plus, they're designed to protect your skin from bacteria that can cause all kinds of nastiness in your life. So right now, go to trymiracle.com/Pat. You'll save over 40%. That's a great deal. Use the promo code PAT at checkout, and you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle Made offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Upgrade your sleep tonight at trymiracle.com/Pat.
And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them. And the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not. For behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, and goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Just for you,
This
Jeffy.
is Pat
Just for
Gray.
you.
Just for Jeffy.
That's what Christmas is all about.
You're welcome.
Maybe you need to absorb some of that.
You are
I'm trying.
welcome.
I do my readings.
Did you do your readings today? Because you do not look like someone that did
No,
the
you
reading
don't.
today.
You don't look like you're peaceful today.
What was the lesson about today that maybe
Don't
set
worry
you
about
off?
what my promptings and lessons are, okay? Don't worry about that.
But we do. We do, though.
Yeah.
We worry about your promptings.
No, don't.
Okay. We'll try not to, but it's hard because we care.
We do care.
We care.
And food did not make you happy. You complained the entire time.
Right.
First
Right.
time,
And if food doesn't make him happy,
the first time for everything.
wow.
I mean, God.
Who knows what the heck will make him happy?
Thank you.
Hey, I got something that'll make you happy. Apparently, Justin Trudeau could be resigning any day.
Oh,
now.
yeah. They're
Really?
trying to
Why?
kick him out.
Yes.
Why? He's been so good.
So I think you answered your own
good.
question. It's
Yeah.
too good.
Well, the finance chick quit, right?
Yeah, she's gone.
That's what they call her too. I think under the parliamentary rule in Canada.
Don't you have to get
the
some kind of
finance chick?
Yes, she is officially the minister finance chick.
Yeah, I think that's
or
what
the
they call
finance
her.
chick minister, something to that effect.
Officially.
But don't you have to get a vote of no confidence or something from Parliament in this system? And then
Because
you
we've gone through this a couple of times with this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, we
So
have.
I mean, maybe this time the way they made it sound this time is it's possible that he's going to have to, actually
Step down.
move into his family home in Cuba. And,
let's.
I'd like that.
Yeah, I
if
would
he just
too.
moved back to Cuba.
yeah, just be done.
Yeah.
Man, so he's survived 3 of those no confidence
Three of
votes.
them? Wow.
So we'll see, though.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the latest one was last week.
Seems like he's been around for a really long time.
Yeah.
LGBTQ2 plus.
You got that? You got the water bottle thing?
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Holy cow.
We should find that clip.
This guy's the worst.
Terrible.
Now, speaking of really bad leaders, we've got some stuff from Joe today, from brain dead Joe Biden.
34 days.
Yes, we do.
34 days left of this moron.
34 days.
Yeah. So I think
Can't happen sooner.
Chris pulled 3 clips.
I sure did.
10, 11, and
we
12.
can start with I think the biggest live so far this week.
Okay.
Clip 10.
Let's hear it.
The trauma of that day and its aftermath is still raw and ongoing.
October 7th.
I've gotten over 100 hostages out. I will not stop till I get every single one of them home.
You've gotten 100 hostages out?
Yes, sir. He got 100 hostages out.
Holy crap.
Any questions?
Yeah. When did that happen? He certainly didn't get 100 Americans out. Is he taking credit for the Israeli hostages?
Yes. I mean, with 100, I mean, the people, most of the reporters that were there were like, that's a lie.
What? He is taking credit for the Israeli hostages that have been released, and there's only been, less than half of the hostages so far have been released. Oh, that's crazy. This guy has no shame whatsoever.
And whatever happens between now, these last 34 days, whatever happens because of the new sheriff being in town, he'll take credit for it.
Oh, yes.
No question.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, got an update on Joe Biden. If you take in the commutations, the pardons, all the stuff, we're at 10,984. 10,984 that Joe Biden
has either pardoned,
commuted, or rescinded.
Okay. Wow.
He's going for the record.
10,000. I can't. Wow. Again, the record is held by Jimmy Carter only because of his blanket pardon of all the Vietnam-era draft dodgers.
And do we know that there were that many?
It said 200,000.
I know what they were. I
believe.
What they said,
during the course of the war, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people.
I mean, I have no reason to disbelieve it. I just seems like a large number.
Here's the thing you may not know. Vietnam War, not that popular.
I've heard that.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Even in Puerto Rico.
I didn't know that.
I
didn't know that.
That's why I'm trying to clue you in now. Not that popular. People didn't love it. They don't want to do it again. They're like, let's not go back to Vietnam. Yeah. Especially since the country's reunited now and they seem to be doing fine.
Yeah, they're okay.
They love that communism thing.
And it looks like last night Joe Biden was having issues with the teleprompter.
Oh,
again.
No.
Again.
We've had that this morning here.
I think we're going to start believing that it's probably Joe Biden and not the teleprompter.
Oh, you think so?
What?
All right.
Where is that coming from?
I know.
You hate your country, don't you?
Right out of left field, he throws that in there.
Watch this and then tell me if you think that's what it is.
All right.
Like I said, a little bit like when I asked Francis to do my job.
What?
What the hell did
hard-fought battles and
like access to do my job.
I had look. I
heard a look.
A real testament to her skill.
What is he doing?
I think you guys did not capture that whole video. You need to look at it one more time.
I at least once more.
Type.
To begin,
Watch this.
Like I said, a little bit like when I asked Francis to do my job.
I have Francis to do my job.
Hard-fought battles with Teamsters. And a real testament to her skill.
Gosh.
Yeah.
What?
That's the stuttering. That's the stuttering.
Is it the lifelong stutter?
There. Yes.
That's his brain stuttering.
Wow. Look. And look. And here's the thing. And guess what? And by the way. That's terrible. Okay, one more time, because that's fun. That's just good, clean fun right there.
Like I said, a little bit like when I asked Francis to do my job.
What?
Hard-fought battles.
Nobody knows,
with
man.
Teamsters.
Look.
A real testament to her skill.
Holy cow.
And I know Fisher said that's his lifelong stutter. Well, can we add the longest cold ever? Because this man almost died last night.
Again?
Check it.
Because he said, like, earlier in the week, excuse my cold, all of that.
Yeah. Check it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I got a little bit of a cold.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Do we know how long this speech was?
I don't know.
So this is a montage of
the coughing.
The longest cough. I mean, the longest cold ever.
Play that.
Makes me have to cough. I'm sorry.
I know.
I want to clear my throat now.
I got a little bit of a cold.
No, I think you got a lot of bit of a cold. Wow.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm worried about pneumonia here.
No kidding. I mean, the last time, it was last week, right? He was talking, and that's when he rubs the side of his nose, and I got a little bit of a cold.
Yeah.
He did go to Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got disease.
I don't think he wasn't in the DRC, though.
You don't go bogging me down with facts. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Man.
So, okay. Well, take a lozenge, man. Holy crap. But we could have had, Kamala Harris. Why is she still poking her head up?
Because she wants to tell you guys what she is.
What is she doing?
For
well, wait a
holidays.
minute. I've got more Joe Biden here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And this I want you to remember because it's so important and it's so rare. But he reminded us of this again yesterday.
We run a campaign that's basically scandal-free. It's hard to do in American politics these days.
Right? Basically, scandal-free, this guy.
So as he's taking credit for bringing home at least 100 hostages, he's telling you that his campaign was scandal-free.
Scandal-free, my friend.
This guy.
So don't worry about any of the Hunter Biden controversies. His part in receiving millions of dollars from foreign entities, don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about the lies he has told. The classified documents, the withdrawal in Afghanistan, none of that was a problem. None of it. Yeah, it's basically scandal-free.
We run a campaign that's basically scandal-free.
Gotta be
it's hard to do in
kidding
American
me.
politics these days.
Well, and it's impossible for you because you were riddled by...
Because it didn't happen.
My God. Cocaine in the White House. The Chinese spy balloon. The medical emergency that forced him out of the campaign completely.
Right.
The lies we were told over and over and over again. Wow. Oh, I've got James O'Keefe has a hidden camera thing on Henry Appel, who is an advisor, an NSC advisor to Biden.
Right.
And the things he had to say are amazing. We'll share some of that with you. Coming up in just a minute. First of all, let me tell you about Patriot Mobile. Americans are tired and frustrated, of course, with a stalling economy, with endless war, with the relentless assault on our values. Thankfully, there are companies like Patriot Mobile that still believe in America and still believe in our Constitution. That's why I'm so proud to partner with them. They really put their actions where their mouths are. They're on the front lines, fighting for the First and Second Amendments, sanctity of life, and our military and first responder heroes. Take a stand for conservative causes and put America first by switching to Patriot Mobile today. You'll get the same nationwide coverage as all the big providers because they use the same cell towers. So you don't have to compromise any quality whatsoever, any coverage at all for your values. You're going to get the same great service. In fact, you're going to get better service. They've got 100% U.S.-based customer service, and they have the best plan to fit your needs. You can keep your number, you can keep your phone, or you could upgrade. Change both if you want to. They'll work with you on any of this. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 972-PATRIOT right now. Get a free month when you use the offer code PAT. Don't get fooled by other providers pretending to share your values or that they have the same coverage. They don't, and they can't. Join me. Make the switch today to America's only Christian conservative mobile provider, Patriot Mobile. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 972-PATRIOT.
Follow Pat on X at Pat Unleashed. Pat Gray Unleashed returns right after this.
That's right. Relaxing. Christmas by the fire. Good morning.
Yes, I'll take some hot cocoa.
Merry Christmas to me.
We've got this James O'Keefe clip. He did another undercover thing. This one with Appel. His last name's Appel. What's his first name?
Jonathan? I don't remember.
Jonathan, Stephen, David, Don,
Bobby,
Bob, Frank. I don't know. Anyway, they're in a restaurant and it's really loud.
Henry?
So we're good. Henry Appel, who's an NSC advisor to the president. Exactly what I said. Yeah, I don't know why he threw that out again, but
did you really?
Whatever.
No.
Okay. I didn't think you did. I'm just making sure because I was so busy looking, I didn't listen. Sorry. Shut up, Jeffy.
So anyway, we got to share just how bad off Joe Biden is. I mean, this is the first time somebody, and they didn't know they were admitting it, apparently, because I'm sure they talk about this amongst themselves, but a lot of times there's not a reporter present.
Right.
To record all of that. It's pretty interesting.
Because it's not possible. It's not possible the way this guy is, our president, Joseph Robinette Biden. It's not possible that behind the scenes...
He's fine.
It's just not.
No, it's not possible.
So
the people that are close to him see it all the time.
Have to.
Right.
And have just kept this from the American people for 4 years.
His own wife can't even look at him anymore.
Yeah, she can't stand him.
That's how bad it's gotten.
Hates him.
She does, man. She hates him.
But also Kamala Harris, for some reason,
what is her deal?
Still showing up places. Why?
We don't like you, woman.
Why?
And saying the same regurgitated, drunken
nonsense
things.
Stuff.
Yes.
Stuff.
And here she is. Here's Kamala.
So look, the holiday season is one of my favorite times of year.
Is she really doing this again?
Yes.
What?
And our wedding anniversary, of course. Just gonna keep digging this hole deeper and deeper.
Okay. So bad.
We didn't like you. We didn't vote for you. Go away.
Cackle Unleashed. It's back.
Boy, no
kidding. She doesn't get play it again. Look at her. Just
she's under the influence of something.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So look, the holiday season is one of my favorite times of year. That and my birthday, and our wedding anniversary, of course.
That mouth.
Just gonna keep digging this hole deeper and deeper.
Right.
It's embarrassing.
I can't believe
absolutely
the Democrats are thinking that she might be their nominee again in 2028.
No way.
Go for it.
Please
go for it.
I mean, there's no way that because the next time she'll have to go through the process.
Yes,
and won't happen.
All right, you got your O'Keefe clip ready.
Yep. So here is Henry Appel. This is an NSC advisor to the president. Listen to what he had to say.
Well, here's up to Joe Biden. Is like
pause it for a sec. Pause it. Okay, it's really loud in the background, but Joe Biden is literally like dead. That's his opening statement.
That's awesome.
So Joe Biden is literally like dead. Meaning brain dead, like we reference all the time. It's just unusual to hear somebody around him in his camp say it. So that's amazing. All right, let him go.
Well, here's some tea. Joe Biden.
Here's some tea. He's like
dead. She can't just say something.
Okay, not
she's really progressed.
He's really progressed in his old age. Wow.
Everybody recognized. I can't believe it wasn't a
Pause
bigger
it for a
scandal.
sec. He's literally progressed in his old age, and everybody recognizes it.
Yeah, and then he starts to say, "I can't believe it's not a bigger scandal." Yeah.
Us,
neither can we.
Us too, because we've been trying to say this since before he was elected the first time. We knew it back then, and we've been screaming it at the top of our lungs, and nobody would acknowledge it in his inner circle.
He's doing exercises. He's running circles around these 20-year-old interns he's got.
We can't keep up with him.
Right.
He's the sharpest. He's the best. He's the best communicator. All of this stuff, we've been told these lies over and over and over. So it's amazing to actually hear it from somebody in the know. All right, let him keep going here.
He'll be dead in a year.
Meet Henry Appel, an advisor for the National Security Council. Henry Appel shared that President Biden had called the NSC White House phone while on a foreign trip looking for NSC advisor Jake Sullivan. Henry told the president that, in fact, Mr. Sullivan was not at the White House, but on the same foreign trip as President Biden.
My boss was on an international trip with him, like Europe or something. The phone rang in the office, and I was like, "Well, Mr. President, Henry." He was like, "He's safe there." He's like, "No, he's traveling with you. He's on the same trip you are."
Okay. All right. Wow. Pause it, because that's so loud. I don't know if you could hear, but Biden asked him when Henry Appel called him. Biden asked him, "Is Jake Sullivan there with you?" It's like, "No, Mr. President, he's traveling with you."
He's on that.
That's pretty bad. That's the extent to which he has degraded mentally. Isn't that amazing? That's incredible.
So, I mean, do we believe that he's signing all these commutations and pardons? And I mean, is it him?
I mean, with the help of his wife, I
don't think she's helping him. She can't.
Mrs. Wilson used to do, pick up his hand and sign it with him because he was incapable of doing it. I don't know, but he doesn't know what he's doing, right? He doesn't know any of these people. He just bring it to him and
sign here.
I'll put the X on it. Whatever.
Sign here.
Wow. All right, we're going to check in with Hilary Kennedy and get some holiday cheer and more coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
By now, you may have heard about the new Danish study that shows that 1 year after aborting their child, women exhibit a 50% higher likelihood of first-time psychiatric treatment and an 87% higher likelihood of personality and behavioral disorders. And you call that women's health care? No, it is not. Preborn's network of clinics is positioned in the highest abortion areas, which are located, of course, in minority areas, where there's the highest black population or Hispanics, and that's by design because of Planned Parenthood founder Margaret Sanger, whose goal it was to eliminate those people. I mean, I don't know how that goes unchallenged, but somehow it does. But by introducing a mother to her child on a free ultrasound, they double the chances that the mother will choose life. Then they show those babies and their mothers God's love by providing additional assistance for the next up to 2 years. So this is really important work. We're saving lives, and it's just $28 to show a woman an ultrasound. 5 ultrasounds would be $140, but there are some who can maybe afford a leadership gift of $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000. That $15,000 buys an ultrasound machine for one of these clinics.
And we all know how important the ultrasound is.
Yep.
I mean,
that's why they're on your refrigerator all the time with the magnets.
Yes.
You show them to your colleagues and friends and
My
family.
wife is always hanging up her grandkids. We're ending.
You probably have them up on your fridge right now.
Yeah, we do, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Isn't her daughter-in-law, your wife's daughter-in-law, expecting a child soon?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I thought so.
She's going to have another grandkid.
Anyway, this is incredible. Incredibly important work. It's preborn.com or dial pound 250, say the keyword baby, pound 250, keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat. Last time, Jeff.
I love it. Put me in the mood.
What kind of mood?
Put me in the mood.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
And joining us this morning, Hilary Kennedy from the 4 Minute Buzz, and also HilaryKennedy.com. You got your own thing going on as
Thanks,
well.
I do.
Yeah. And we've got some. You got some Christmas ideas for us? Is that what we're talking about this morning?
I do. I started thinking about this because we're inundated with news so quickly every day, and I feel like the Hurricane Helene situation has just been buried.
That's all it has.
And so all of these businesses are still hurting. In fact, I was looking at the numbers last night. There was $3 billion in damage to businesses and nonprofits in North Carolina, and $12.4 billion in economic loss from reduced business revenue.
Wow.
So that means a lot of workers and business owners are really suffering right now. So I thought it might be fun to highlight a couple of businesses in North Carolina that we could support this holiday season. And even if it's too late for you to get something on time for Christmas, I thought some of us
support the business.
Yeah, absolutely. Because a lot of us get together with family after Christmas. Maybe you see your in-laws or whatever it is, maybe a few days after Christmas. So that buys you some extra time. But also we've got Valentine's Day coming up. You've got an anniversary, a birthday, anytime throughout the year. If we can remember to support some of these businesses and help them get back on their feet, we're doing our part. So I found a couple that I just wanted to highlight real quickly and see if you would like to support them this year. Do you guys like a chocolate and nuts combo when you're eating a sweet?
Fine. All right. All right.
It's delicious. There is a company there called Duncan and York. It's duncanandyork.com. They have a lot of specialty products made in Asheville, North Carolina, like dark chocolate covered caramelized almonds. You can get 5 ounces of those for $16.95. And then also something I thought that was cool at this business, they have a y'all hat. It just says y'all.
I love that.
Which I feel like is the perfect accessory for someone who needs some Southern charm in their life. That's $32. They have free shipping if you spend $75 or more. And if you're local, you can pick things up in store there. And then a lot of us like to go camping. People looking forward to doing that this spring, or maybe over the holiday you're going somewhere warm like Arizona and going camping. In North Carolina, they have a business that's called Black Dome Mountain Sports, and they carry all sorts of sports and outdoor gear. And they carry brands like Camelback and Cotopaxi, but they had something that I really liked, the Romer self-inflating mattress. How cool is that? So you don't have to have your air compressor or whatever. I thought that was really cool. So you can support them at blackdome.locally.com.
That's really cool. What is the magic involved there? How does that happen?
It's magic.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's magic.
By the way, if folks are missing these web addresses, we've got a graphic coming up when you're done here that'll have everything up there. So
Awesome.
I can see sparks flying off pens around the nation right now.
Try to get it all. Well, and I think most people here, at least at our office, they're all coffee drinkers. So if you are a coffee drinker and you like a good cup of Joe, Rowan Coffee, they have a downtown Asheville location, so you can go there if you live in the area, but they also ship nationally.
Oh, wow.
I have been tipped off that the Nicaragua Regalo de Dios, which is $24 for a 10-ounce bag, that is supposed to be delicious. So that would be worth checking out at rowancoffee.com.
I wonder if it ships through
Manawa, Nicaragua.
Or just
from Manawa, Nicaragua.
Well, and they've got coffees from all over the world, so they have a great selection. And then if you are a big RFK fan, you're a part of the Maha movement, you're trying to do things more naturally, reverencebotanicals.com. This is a family that lives deep in the mountains in North Carolina, like way off the grid. And they make herbal extractions in these little micro batches with herbs that they grow themselves.
Poke root?
Yeah. So this is the one that I thought was the most. I'd never heard of poke root.
Poke root.
Perfect time to choose this when Jeffy's here. This is for intense cleansing and movement of the lymphatic system, so it can help clear out the remnants of old infections and congestion and accumulated metabolic waste. So
that stuff is Jeffy's wheelhouse.
For $18, you can clear all that stuff out.
Okay.
And this business in particular said, we recently reopened after the devastating flooding from Hurricane Helene. Thankfully, our herb processing kitchen was spared, but the community is still reeling in grief. And then they listed a lot of boots on the ground organizations where you can also donate. So they weren't just thinking of themselves, but everybody else.
That's nice. Cool. Did you do a cleanse with your son?
I did. I've done all of them. I've done like the heavy metal detox and the
ADHD?
parasite cleanse. He has some hyperactivity. Like his focus is fine.
Mean like a kid?
He can be very hyperactive. And so we've noticed a lot of kids with ADD, ADHD, autism, they have an allergy or like a reaction to something called salicylates. And salicylates are in everything that's healthy. So all the healthy stuff
Really?
we were feeding our kid was making him a nutball. So we've been doing all these different cleanses to try and figure out how
You can't
to
do preservative stuff. You can't do healthy stuff.
Right. What can you do?
Here's some
This-
water.
yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
that's got fluoride. Never mind. I mean,
it's pretty wild. Like
Wow.
putting him on a low salicylate diet, his behavior changed in like 2 days. It was
Seriously?
nuts.
what is
so
that?
Oh, wow.
What kind of foods are we talking about that are like that?
that are things that are high in salicylates are all the things we were feeding him, like almost every fruit, every vegetable. Things
really?
that are low in salicylates, though, fish,
what's
meat.
left to eat?
Well,
Yeah.
fish, meat,
Fish, okay.
cheese. And then he can have bananas.
So almost like an Atkins
mangoes,
type of diet?
pears. Yeah,
Maybe?
sort of.
Pretty
Yeah.
close.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
It's not an easy one to stick to, but I will say if you have a child that has maybe ADD or ADHD or
try, huh?
autism or oppositional
Those damn
defiance
salicylate.
disorder, there's a million of them. The low salicylate diet can make a huge difference, and it's got an actual name. It's called the Fine Gold diet, and you
Fine
can
Gold
read it up, and
diet.
it kind of walks you through how to do it. But
Okay.
it's fascinating the difference.
Yeah. Huh.
So
That's
anyway.
great.
I'm supposed to ask you about a parasite or something.
Yeah, I did a parasite
Cleanse.
cleanse. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I won't go into detail about it, but
you.
Since we're all eating
have
breakfast here.
parasites that you needed to cleanse from?
I sure did.
Okay. all right.
Really?
Do we have a graphic
Everybody
of
has
websites?
parasites.
And I think not.
Where are we getting
I
parasites?
did not. If you eat sushi, if you eat your
don't.
meat rare or medium
Again.
rare.
not
Oh,
my
really?
problem.
Oh.
No, so do we have the graphic of all these awesome websites that you've been talking about to support local businesses?
We
I'd
should,
love- yes,
and-
look at
There you
this. Take a picture of that, y'all.
I had one left too. Well, and I have a couple of Amish businesses. I'm sure we don't have time to get to those, but we should also support the Amish this year. They really came through during the
Pennsylvania,
election.
baby.
Yes, they did.
So-
Except those
yeah.
are the raw milkers.
So I have some of those. Yeah, raw milk is so good for you. I'm on the raw milk train.
What a surprise you're into raw milk. So do you go
Very
to
good for
a
you.
local farm to
I
get
do.
it?
I get
or-
it from a local farm. I get butter, milk, sourdough cinnamon rolls. There's
what
like
about the
5
salicylates?
ingredients in these things, and they are the best tasting, like way better than any.
Oh, we need to talk.
store-bought-
This
yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
They're
What
does
about the
sound good.
salicylates
It
or
does.
whatever?
So,
They're in the sourdough,
Okay.
so we can eat those. You can still have cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
so shut up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. You had more stuff. I'm sorry.
I did just a couple more really quickly.
Okay.
If you want to give an experience, there is an Asheville business where you can reserve a little wellness tour for $150. You can do a
I love
hike
Asheville.
and yoga, and then they'll also take you on a tour where you can sample beverages from the local bars and hear about the
Nice.
history. So it's kind of a
Nice.
health and party combo. And then also the Amish businesses, lapstoys.com, they make really, really good handmade heirloom toys. These cost a little more, but they're going to last you for the next 100 years. So that's a good investment.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And
Okay.
this gourmet popcorn, if you like popcorn, you can get a 6-pack gift box of gourmet Amish popcorn for 26
Oh, I bet
bucks,
that's good.
which is really good.
Yeah.
And then Carrot House.
Salicylates or not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, popcorn very high in salicylates. So
thank you.
yeah, stay away from those if you've got a problem. And then carriagehousefurnishings.com. If you don't need any Amish furniture, but you want to support the Amish, look at this mailbox. They
That's
make the
cool.
cutest. Those
Oh,
are
that's
under
cool.
$100.
That's
I think
cool.
that's pretty neat. And people will always be
Do
able
the
to find your
HOAs allow
house.
those?
I mean, if they don't, be like, what do you hate about the Amish?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a good
right.
point.
Why are
Right.
they
Right.
eating on the Amish? So anyway,
okay.
those
Cool
are all
graphic.
really great ways to
Those are
support
awesome.
Yeah.
those people.
And there they are on the screen there.
And then, do we have time to talk about Conor McGregor really
Yeah.
quickly?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have a good segue for that. So I was going to talk about how Joe Rogan weighed in recently about how Conor McGregor was recently found liable in the civil case that he committed
Yeah, it
sexual
was a lot
assault
of money, right?
against a woman. Yeah, I think he owes her $250,000 and was ordered to pay her legal fees. His friend, who she also claimed assaulted her, they did not find him guilty.
Oh, wow.
So such an odd case.
I don't know that I knew that.
It's an unfortunate situation. He did admit that he was using cocaine that night. He claims that everything that transpired was consensual. She says it was not, although she did admit to also drinking heavily and using cocaine. So Joe Rogan weighed in and said,
Is she married?
She's not. She's a single mother. And I think she said this entire ordeal ruined the relationship she was in. Which
is he still? Is his wife sticking with him?
Devlin. Yes,
wow.
she's still supporting him.
What happens when you're on cocaine doesn't count. What are you talking about?
I don't want to know how you know.
Of course it was consensual.
Really?
That's ridiculous.
If you're on coke, it's a get out of jail free card. Okay, all right. I didn't realize that.
No wonder Hunter got pardoned.
Well, the jury didn't think so.
Yeah.
So
the jury's wrong.
He owes some money to her.
Overturned that.
He's going to appeal, but Joe Rogan basically said, "I don't know that Conor's ever going to fight again." He said, He said, because he's using cocaine. He said a lot of fighters, especially towards the end of their careers, turn to drugs. So he made it, but then he's got 2 fights left on his UFC contract. Conor McGregor does.
Oh.
And he's backed out of the last couple. He had a broken toe and he was supposed to fight Michael Chandler. But then this morning.
This morning.
I saw the headline. Conor McGregor confirms huge boxing fight against Logan Paul.
Oh, wow.
And reveals UFC comeback is on after civil rape case. So
wow.
I don't know. So
that's
saying
interesting.
He's going to fight Logan Paul in India.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
All right.
But
will that be on Netflix?
It didn't say, but if it is on Netflix, it better work this time.
Yeah, it worked last time.
Not so
that
much.
wasn't Netflix's fault.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Whose fault was it?
It was the local internet providers.
I think it was. I think it was your local providers that couldn't handle it.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Because there were portions of the country that were fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was interesting.
I
didn't hear about
I didn't
anybody
either.
being fine.
Me neither. All I heard was complaints.
Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor. What kind of fight would that be?
It's a boxing match.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting. It'll be a huge payday for him.
Logan Paul would probably have the advantage there, right? Because he's not. I mean, he's a lot bigger than Conor.
He's younger.
I thought he
younger.
May not be using
He's got his
coke.
deal with the WWE too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting.
we'll
They hit
see.
a box.
Because Logan Paul is what 228, 230 pounds. What is Conor? 150, maybe.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, unless he's gained a lot of weight since UFC days.
Not doing rails, he hasn't.
Has Logan Paul ever fought Jake Paul? Have they ever fought?
They're talking about it.
Oh,
yeah, they're talking about it.
amazing.
They haven't yet, but they may.
They should.
If you're their parents, you could not watch that.
Logan wants in on it. So was this Logan or Jake?
This is Logan that Conor McGregor
Logan,
is going to fight.
Huh.
So we'll see.
Wow.
But yeah, it's an exhibition fight. It's supposed to take place in it. And then Conor said that he's going to fight. I think the rumor is that he's going to be squaring off with Dan Hooker on February 1st in Saudi Arabia in the UFC, but I don't know if that's...
But I mean, he still has contractual agreements with them.
Yes, so he has 2 fights
right?
that he owes them, so we'll see. And then I know I need to go because you guys have more to get to, but can I do a plug for our own website, theblaze.com? There's an article on our site by Andrew Chapados about how the majority of the fighters on the UFC's latest main card expressed their belief in Jesus Christ or thanked Christ or thanked God. And he was talking about how this is sweeping the UFC, that it's become very cool to be outward about your faith. And, a lot of fighters of other religious faiths have expressed their, Khabib Nurmagomedov, people like that, they've expressed their religious faith, but Christianity is really making a big comeback in sports.
That's kind of like what it's like
great.
off air when Jeffy's in here. He's just like, I got it. He's always in here preaching.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Talking about his Bible study.
So anyway, it's a great article if you're interested in kind of what's going on.
That's at theblaze.com?
It is.
That.
And they're talking about how the UFC, it's the biggest sport for free speech. And that's why we should all be fans
They
and
seem to
support
be
it.
pretty conservative.
Yeah. Yes.
They're Christians.
Yeah.
It's great. That's
amazing.
great. All right. Thanks, Hilary.
Yep.
Be watching for you on the 4-Minute Buzz coming up in just a few minutes. First of all, let me tell you about Factor meals because these are great. And, with all the things that are going on during the Christmas and New Year's season, there's just a lot to do. And Factor meals can get you through this busy time with no prep, no mess meals that keep you fueled up from morning to night. Whether you're craving routine or just love mixing things up, Factor's got you covered. With 35 different meals every single week and over 60 add-ons like keto cookies, smoothies, and pressed juices. Factor lets you do what you do. And they've got 6 different menu preferences to choose from. You can manage calories, you could minimize protein, you can avoid meat, or just enjoy well-balanced, nutritious meals, chef-prepared and dietitian-approved. And the thing is, there's no preparation at all. You just put them in the microwave for 2 minutes, and you've got a delicious chef-inspired meal.
Oh, that's my kind of meal.
So great. So no cleanup afterwards, 3 throw away the carton, you're done. Factor. It's cheaper than takeout. So put your money, the money you save, toward your holiday shopping instead, and hit your financial goals. You can enjoy guilt-free comfort foods like home-style chicken and gravy, or vegan options like sweet potato and chickpea curry. Or treat yourself to premium gourmet plus dishes like truffle butter filet mignon or garlic herb roasted barramundi. Let Factor take the stress out of shopping, cooking, and cleaning, so you can focus on what matters. Go to factormeals.com/50pat. Yeah. Factormeals.com/50pat. That code PAT50 will give you 50% off your first box plus free shipping. It's actually 50 pat.
There you go.
I don't know why they mixed it up, but
I don't know either.
They did. That's factormeals.com/50pat.
Boom.
With the code 50pat to save big.
I will keep my promise. I will live in the past, present, and the future. The spirits of all three will strive within me. Oh, heaven and Christmas time be praised for this. I say this on my knees, Jacob Marley. On my knees.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Every year, we like to review some of the predictions that have been made by our favorite psychic, Psychic Nikki. She is the psychic to the stars. Yeah. She's awesome. I mean, literally, I've got, 30 pages of predictions.
Yeah, she rolls them out.
There are like 1,300 predictions.
When you sit
here.
down and you start getting visions, you just have to write them down. There's no stopping them.
It's a really good. That's a good point.
And just keep in mind, I hold right here.
It just keeps coming.
I hold right here all of the 2020 predictions, and nowhere in there is anything about a pandemic or COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she puts these out in December, and there was already rumblings of what was happening in China.
Still didn't hit her.
Still didn't.
The vision
occur to
didn't
her.
come.
The vision didn't come.
As Jeffy says, you can't control
she
the
doesn't
visions that
control
come
the
to you.
visions.
But she's
right?
probably hit them all out of the park for 2024. Am I right?
Well, not all of them.
Okay, not all of them.
But did you not see the big lobster, that monster that took over like Tokyo?
Every single year, she makes this weird prediction of a giant lobster will be found in Newfoundland that's the size of a great white shark or something. The size of a beluga whale.
No one has spotted that yet?
Nobody's spotted one yet.
And she's always got a thing for giraffes, too. A giant giraffe in Africa.
Weird.
I mean, it's weird.
Really weird.
Did she predict the brown giraffe? Because that happened. The first
did it?
ever no spot
giant?
giraffe.
No spotted giraffe was
But
born.
was it,
yeah.
but was it giant?
Well,
I
it's
did
still
not.
a baby, so we'll don't know if it grows giant, then she's right.
What else we got, Pat?
Here's some of the world predictions. Ukraine war will be over in 2024, so we still have a few days for that to happen.
Okay.
It
might.
And they're doing everything they can to keep that going.
Yep. Sure are. Trump and Biden will not be in power.
Oh.
Okay.
She got that wrong.
Obviously wrong. Trudeau will not be in power. Obviously, again, still wrong. But it may be right soon. That one may work. Number 10, an ocean liner will split in half. I missed that story if it happened.
It was on the back pages.
Was it? It seems like that would be a pretty big thing if an ocean liner split in half.
We would know that.
What a weird prediction. A robot will rob a bank. Have not seen that story quite yet.
Optimus
but there's
is not out yet.
A few days left. A hockey player will rob a bank.
All right.
I'm not sure if he'll be using a robot at the time, but maybe. A sewer backup at a famous Michelin restaurant will happen.
Oh.
Okay.
Might be coming into that.
Who refers to Michelin restaurants anymore?
No one?
Stop.
How
old is Psychic Nikki?
What are you talking about? Michelin-starred restaurants are a big deal.
Is that, okay.
And don't we have a Michelin star food cart? Jeffy, you were telling us about that?
Yeah, here in Texas, there's a Michelin-starred
truck.
Taco truck that got it because they just sent all the Michelin testers to Texas.
They did.
Right? We paid for them. Different cities paid the Michelin people to come in.
Houston,
and
Dallas,
rate
and
their
Austin all
restaurants.
paid. Yeah. And one restaurant in Dallas got a Michelin star. Just one. And it was I think it was either a Japanese or a sushi restaurant of some kind.
I got to find the name of them.
Has a super large earthquake hit Kansas yet?
No, and neither has a large earthquake hit Salt Lake City, Utah yet.
Okay, well, there's still time.
But Japan will change its name.
What?
You imagine that? Japan changing their name? Why would... Where would that... It didn't happen. It's not going to happen. Hundreds of dead sharks will wash up on the eastern seaboard.
That's not good.
Oh, I like this one a lot. A new ocean will be found.
Oh, so will a new planet?
Well, yeah. I mean, we find new planets every freaking day. That's not a tough prediction.
But it's a twin to Earth, inhabited by humans that look like us.
Okay,
do we have those
a
every
little
day?
different. No,
you think that we have heard of that
not.
in the news by now, right?
Yeah, and how are you going to find a new ocean on this planet when
that's fair?
No, they just
have
found
it mapped out.
No, they just found one underneath.
They did not.
Yeah, they did. Underneath.
Underneath what?
Underneath the oceans that we have here.
Wow.
There's an ocean.
There's
underneath
an ocean
the
underneath
oceans?
the ocean.
Hey,
yes.
has a bald eagle rescued a child from a fire yet? That should have been in
Not
the
to
news.
my knowledge.
Okay.
This is interesting too. Paris, France will change its name.
Whoa.
So Japan and Paris are both going to change their names.
It's coming
within 2 weeks.
It's coming.
NASA will find a new planet. Oh, you already said that one.
Sorry, yeah.
A creature like Godzilla will be captured.
Ooh. Oh, I'm ready for that.
Wait, Jimmy Carter's going to pass away in the next couple of weeks? I don't see that coming.
No way.
Come on now.
Oh, I just found the Godzilla.
There it is.
There's the Godzilla animal right there. Somebody capture that thing. Boy, that's loud, isn't it?
I was going to say, somebody just woke up. Sorry, y'all. Wow, wait, part of British Columbia is going to fall into the ocean?
Oh, I'd be moving right now if I were you.
Meghan Markle's going to declare a run for president?
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you Monday. Well, no, we won't.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.